Hello, Mika. Nice to see you.
Hi, Daniel.
And Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Mataji.
Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Nice to see you. We
Yeah, nice to see
don't
you
have
again.
to. We don't have the too much chance to catch up after our tour and seminar in Brazil. So, hello everybody who are watching us, and thank you for watching and sometime telling us your comments, which we encourage all the time. So obviously, you can see I'm with Mika from Germany, and I have to tell you that Mika, I know Mika from not only from Brazil, from the last tour I've been there, but also from Tanzania. And every time when you see someone who you see it before in a tour, looks like an old friend. So as it's happened in Brazil, we find another 4 or 5 people who been also in Tanzania tour as well. So I'm with Mika today. She agreed to have a chat about some memories from Brazilian tour. Why not from Tanzania too? Because maybe if you want to and if you remember some things from Tanzania was another fantastic experience. But the main purpose I catch with Mika today is because we've been together with Delia, my wife, and Anu from she's from
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Sorry, she's from Malaysia, and only us, 4 of us, we've been as it's happened, was more or less an accident. Everybody go in different places, but somehow happens 4 of us to be stuck together in a food court or whatever, and we decided to go on the Sugarloaf. It's called. We will tell you a little bit later what is this Sugarloaf. Uh, I mean, what means the name, but we will tell you now what it is. It's the Swayambhu of Shri Shiva. So the Swayambhu of Shri Shiva from Rio de Janeiro, it's on the left side of the huge Gulf, which is Copacabana Beach. On the right is the another Swayambhu of Sri Ganesha, Sri Jesus, where is the statue. So the main reason we are today is to recall that experience because even was on my highlight, one of my highlight of the tour. I didn't record anything. I take a lot of picture, but I didn't record anything. So I was like in the beginning of Sahaja Yoga when I didn't take any photo, any recording, anything. I just want to enjoy the event I've been there, usually the one with Shri Mataji. Now I'm a little bit sorry because, yeah, anyway, enough talking. So, Mika, tell us whatever you want to tell. If you want to start with the Swayambhu, I have some pictures take, taken by us. Some of them are taken by you. Some of them I take myself with our journey there and our your experience there. I will tell you mine, which is not big deal because you cannot express too much the feelings. So sorry for that long introduction. Mika, please.
Okay, so hi, everybody, or oi, we say it in Brazil. It's very lovely to say hi.
Mhm.
Um, First of all, I want to thank you every body and all the coordinators from the Brazil tour, but because it was so amazing and such a support and organization with the logistic and also and our bus driver, they were so lovely and that was so quite nice how it works together. So a very big thank you, and also the for the collectivities, all the different places which we have visited. they are so lovely and welcoming us, and they are so lovely and kind, and beautiful places we have seen there. And yeah, it was so, yeah, I was very impressed with this much of love and very welcoming things there. Yeah. Yes, and also thank you for Shri Mataji. She's also was helping us in every different places where we have been, and all the dear tits. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, Daniel, that I can take place on this interview and we can talk about this very nice and beautiful experience in this lovely country. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very, I was very fascinated. It was my first time in Brazil. I've never been before there. And yeah, I was very touched for this lovely kindness from these people. They're very friendly and helpful. And yeah, and I mean, this tour was very big. I mean, we were 4 weeks together, and we are on so many different places. And I had the feeling, I don't know, Daniel, if you also had this feeling, but when we are on these places and the energy in every places we are growing, there were more, the energies goes more up and up and up. I don't know. Did you feel that also? Or yes?
Yeah.
I was so fascinated when we started, and we till the end. It was so yeah. It was so I was so fascinated, and yeah. What can I say? It was also, we were so different yogis from the different countries, and we helped each other as much as we can. And yeah, it was a very interesting and experiencing time together to share and to spread Sahaj yoga. And I was so impressed that the Brazilian people were very open for that. So when we started our program and the people came, they were so interested in this kind of meditation together with the artists, to have music together, to dance together, to enjoy this time together. Only also to have this in the meditation state. And it was so, yeah, I was so impressed that they are so heart open for that. So yeah, that was very nice. And um, I had also very interesting experience, personal experience. I think it was at the beginning of the tour. The program was ended, and a woman came to me directly, and she had some question about Sahaj Yoga worldwide and about the tour. And we spoke a little bit about that. And now then she asked me where you're coming from, and I said, I'm from Germany. And now she told me, she lived for 30 years ago in Germany, 1 year. And I asked her, oh, okay, and where? And she said, yeah, in this town. And that's the town where I'm living. And I'm living in a very small town. So it's not a typical city where you can say, oh, I'm living in Munich or Frankfurt, Berlin in Germany. It's a very small town. So it was,
Oh,
we were so surprised for that. And we said, oh, Shri Mataji. It was so
wow.
beautiful.
Wow, wow, wow. And obviously, if she lived in Germany, probably she knew a little bit of German. She remember or
A little bit, because
a
she
little
said
bit.
she lived only 1 year there,
A long time
because
ago.
her father worked there for for a time, and then she came back to Brazil. So lovely greetings to her when she is watching also this video. It was a very nice talking with her. She was also impressed for this program, and she said, "Oh, it's so nice that you are doing this work and to spread this love and this feelings to help the people or to be in this to create such beautiful places like this." Yeah, that was one of the experience what I'm had on this tour. And later, it was also a very funny experience. I was with Anu from Malaysia and Kiran for a lunch, and after that we want to go. We wanted to go to the program, and it looks like it started to rain, and we go outside. I think it was a mall or something like this. I don't really remember. But at the moment, we stand outside and look left and right, and we thought, okay, where we should have to go now. And at this point, the heaven was very cloudy. But at this point, just few seconds, the cloudy row goes away, and you saw the Christ on the hill. And we said, okay, this is this direction. We have to go there. And then, okay, and then we started, and the cloudies came back. So it was just few seconds when said, okay, Christ said, okay, we have to go there. It was so funny, and it was the right direction. It was so nice.
Wow. Wow. What was your highlights? Do you have some? I have to tell you to tell our viewers, but that we are talking a little bit before, and I tell you my highlights. Please don't copy me. Tell me what was your main point? Something extraordinary, because we have a kind of not a routine, but we go from one city to another. There we have accommodation. There you have to go to the program. Was more or less the same, but obviously every travel, every city, every program was different. But as a structure, was something more or less the same. So, but for me was some highlights. What are the main point for you?
Well, the main point was, I think it was the whole tour, even the different places, to see how it works and how we will go. We are working together, and also the points that we visit some yogis. Where they have a very beautiful places where I don't know the name of the place at the moment. I know if you could help me. It was where we are just living for two days. It looks like the beautiful jungle place. You know, that was where near the Itaipu beach. I don't know if you know. I could not remember the name of this place at the moment, but it was so quite nice.
In the
You
beginning
know?
of the tour, or when? Not
No,
exactly what you.
it was more at the end of the tour, which were stayed by the yogis in the more than looked like a jungle. That was a very beautiful place, which they are built some. There are houses with a nice meditation place, and they have the beautiful kitchen in the middle of
In
this place.
in NITEROI, where we stayed to
Yeah,
the Nirmala site. Yes,
yeah.
I have to tell to our viewers that that's a little place called Nirmala site, and have about 5 houses owned by Sahaja yogis, and that's a compound. It's a kind of farm there, a kind. So it's a residential place only by Sahaja yogis. It was fantastic. We were guests to different houses. And yes, somewhere in the middle was a common place with a dinner, with meditation room. If I know that we will talk about that, and I will have some pictures prepared. But anyway, you can see on the channel films, clips about that. So this one, you like it most?
Yes, that was a very beautiful place, because it was like was just like a paradise, because it was so calming and lovely, and the people are also quite nice, and it was a nice experience to stay there with all the local yogis. And to meditate with them. And that was also a quite nice point, which I'm just, or a nice experience. And also to be in the Brasilia in this building with where Shri Mataji also stayed.
The memorial. The memorial.
Yes, the memorial. Thank you. Yes, because it was so interesting to be there and just to see this, and they taught. I don't know. They told us about the visitors from Shri Mataji, and showed us some things from her, and it was a very interesting energy. It was so nice to be on this place. It was so beautiful, and I also stayed for a while there because it was so nice to be also there to enjoy this calming state. And yeah, that was very nice. I got some goosebumps when I think about this. This is
yes.
yeah.
I told you not copy me because that
Sorry.
one. No, just joking. Because that one was a highlight of myself, and it's very difficult not to be a highlight for someone else who's been there. And I believe everybody's been there somehow. And this is the moment we have to thank again to all the people who host us. In Nirmala side, we've been in their houses. So those Sahaji, I have no chance to meet them all because we have a very tight program. But we thank you all of them. I thank to the one we been guests, obviously. But we have to mention everybody who lived there. Also, I meet some other people like Stamatis there, and Bruno. Obviously, I stay in his house. But the memorial you talk about, yes, that one was one of the highest of the highest, because there we have the chance not to see the house, meditation room, and other common communal rooms and places, but Shri Mataji's room. So in Shri Mataji's room, which is keep it more or less like was when Shri Mataji was there, very small room. They keep the tiles on the floor, so we sit on the tiles where Shri Mataji put her feet, but they transformed that room in a small display room, memorial, where they keep the throne Shri Mataji stayed, the crowns, excuse me, and in some glass cabinets, a lot of objects Shri Mataji used when she was there. Although also on the wall was a database, sort of timeline of Shri Mataji's in Brazil, very well organized. But apart from that, that's a mundane part. The biggest point was sitting there, just sitting there. I cannot say meditating, but we try to. So some of us try to meditate to be there. I mean, it was a special, difficult to describe. This one was one of the last, if not the last point of the tour, because after that, straight away, the tour was finished. In 2 days, the tour was finished after that. The other highlight is the one we will talk very soon, going on Shri Shiva's Swayambhu, climbing on Shri Shiva's Swayambhu. But before that, I have to tell you that we are not sharing images from that Shri Mataji's room in the memorial. First of all, because I wasn't prepared. Well, I should be, because the discussion can go in any direction. But I have clips which I uploaded today, 28th of April 2026. As we speak, those little clips are on the YouTube channel where we are now. We will be upload this discussion. Coming back to our trip on the Swayambhu, from there I have some pictures. So that's the reason I'm talking with Mika today, one of the reasons, because I don't have footage to put them there. And we have to have a recollection of our trip on this Swayambhu. So can you tell me what you remember from that day, Mika?
Yes, so sure. It was also a quite also a highlight for me, because we just decided this very spontaneously. It was were sitting in the mall, and we are just at our lunch, and so and I don't know who asked, but we decided, okay, just go for ahead. But the weather was not so quite nice, and we were some discussing, oh, maybe it could be rain or not. And then, okay, just do it. And it was so funny, because we drove there, and there was not so many people there, because I think of the weather. So we had a very empty trail to go up to the hill. And it was so interesting to be there, because only just our visit was not with cloudies or rain or something like this. We have a very good view on everything. Also, some clouds came, but we had only some moments where we could see everything around from these 2 points. When you drive by the trail, you go to one point, and then after that you go higher with another trail.
I promise I will come back to that one, but because I have pictures about what you are talking now, but because I wanted to do it a little bit chronologically, I want to put people in the context. So if you remember early, we talk about, I'm talking with the viewers now, we talk about the two Swayambhus. Now, this one we were up is on our left. So this is the so-called Sugarloaf, because looks like a piece of sugar, and sometimes, because the rockets have some particularity, it's white. So looks like a very natural sugar loaf. That's why is the name. But we know from Shri Mataji that it's a Swayambhu of Shri Shiva. So this picture is taken by us much earlier, from a different place, from a restaurant, to have a fantastic view. And I want to show you the best image of the Swayambhu, because otherwise you will see images from the Swayambhu all over the bay. So this is far image of the Swayambhu for you to know where we've been. And this one is the moment when we arrive you can see the bus here. We don't have too many pictures or films with the bus. There are few. So this is not exactly the Swayambhu, but that's match the rock from the Swayambhu it's made. So this is exactly on the base of this huge bay where we stop, and from there we have a full day to explore, to eat, but to explore as well. So people go in different places, choose different tracks or things to do. And as it's happened, start a little bit of rain when we come. After that was good. So this is one of our drivers, which you will find it in our clip when we finish the tour. So those are two pictures from afar. But after that, we start climbing. So we have few pictures. This one is from the from the telepheric, or how you call that, cab. So I believe it's taken by you. So the cab have two legs. So we stop at one point, and after that we have to go down and change again the cab to go the second leg. So please continue with your story until I find the proper picture with the.
So it's very interesting because it was a very miracle moment that we are just has an experience there, because we are just have only our own space to go up to see everything, and just these moments to enjoy and to see everything. And then where we have seen everything, so the clouds come and we don't see we didn't see anything at the moment, and the rain started. So we have a very, it was a miracle that we could enjoy this beautiful moments and to have this possibility to see this. And I'm so thankful for that, because it was not so typical that it's everything will work and we can see everything. And because at the beginning we thought, oh, okay, it could rain, and it's not so really working when we go up and to see something. So everything was matched and it just worked out. It's so quite nice, and it was very special moment and very special day, I think. Yeah,
it was a special day, that's true. And the decision to go there was also taken spontaneous by us. We meet together in a mall, and we said, everybody, some people go working, some people go in different places, and we don't know where everybody else are. We find four of us together, and they, I don't know who come with the idea, just go there. And usually our big queues was nearly no one there. And also the cab from the bottom to the mid Swayambhu was empty. We've been only us and maybe another person. We can enjoy 360 degree there, if I remember well. And we have a stop on the middle, on the on to changing the telepheric, the cab. And also there was like in heaven, I remember that that stop in the so I have a picture here. So, so you remember?
Yeah, amazing.
Yes,
That
and
was
this is Anu, been with us. So I want to share more picture. If you don't, I hope you don't mind if I share more pictures, Mika.
okay.
Uh,
How was it for you, Daniel, when you are on the top? Did you feel some vibrations, or how was it for you?
I have to tell you that this kind of experience do not they're very difficult to explain. My only way to put it is, how should I say it, was something emotional. I cannot find another way to express it. I don't know how to put it. I was feeling that it's something, I'm part of something special being there. This is in our way to the top, from the base to the, so can you see the rocks? Everything is like that there, but only those Swayambhu goes very, very high and with special shape. So I try to find more picture. I thought I make my homework, but looks like I was taken by surprise all the time. So I should show you some of the beautiful, if you remember, some of the beautiful scenery in the middle. So this is like our stop between the cabs. So we have, this is a kind of paradise between those legs of our tour. And the rain stopped. Nothing was a not sunny, but a beautiful time we spend there. A magical time. So you said about the view from the top. I will show you one of the view from the top of the top. So this is taken by you, and we like a like all of the sudden, like a little unexpected stuff happens. So quiet the first part of climbing, and all of the sudden from the second part to the top was much crowded. I don't know where these people come. They stayed there, I don't know, waiting for us, and was all of the sudden very, very crowded in the cabin and in the on the top as well, because the top, they have few cafe and they have few gift shops, souvenir, whatever. So here where we are, behind us, we take the picture of the bay, but behind us was the souvenir shop and all of the people who were there, and we try to find a nice quiet space there, because it was the top of the top, to maybe not meditate, but stay in a state of uh, silence. And I have to tell you that I don't know how to call it, but for me was something special for a few seconds, not too long, because it's impossible to um, to stay too long with all the kids with ice cream and all the tourists from all over the world around you, and the rain again started. So what do you remember from that moment?
It was also interesting when I were on the top. I was so I had one moment where I'm just felt so much humanity for that what I saw, and when I just looked around, and um, also I think it will match because there's some poetry from Shri Mataji where she said, I want to be a moat, to be and to see everything to have a view on everything and to see, oh, how it looks like, and you are on the top and you see that, and how small it's downstairs. And I was so fascinated, and I also got some goosebumps now, but um, it's very, it was a very deep experience for me also. And I just had some very good vibrations on the top, some cold vibrations in one place when I go in, and it was very interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Amazingly, the only quiet place we find it was in a cafe. The rain start a bit heavy, the cloud around us, and I remember the water. We nearly have a foot soak there because the water was all over the place. We stayed there, drink some juices or whatever, tea. So I won't show you those pictures with us at the table. Are too personal, but I will show you a few other picture. Um, um, I hope you will enjoy it. So this one is taken from close to the top, and you can see the huge Copacabana beach. We have another picture with a small beach which is close to us, but this is the big one. And you can see on this side where we've been, the Shri Shiva Swayambhu, and the other side is the Shri Ganesha, Shri Jesus one. And I will show you a few more pictures. Recognize the culprits, but most of it, the Swayambhu, we are getting there, and I have a better picture. So this is one of my favorites, because that's exactly a very well shape. You can see it, and being on top of that was again one of the best things can happen to us. Again, not easy to describe. That's not something to put in words. But I'm
Yes.
glad I relive those memory, and I share those pictures with you, Mika. And I hope others maybe will enjoy. And again, this picture from the top, we being somewhere here. Yeah.
There were so many luckily moments at this time, because we had this time to see everything, and then after that the clouds came and it starts to rain. So everything was worked. It was so, yeah, it was a miracle. It was very, so yeah, thank you. It was so quite nice. Yeah.
I don't know the reason for, I don't know for reason why everything happened. Obviously, is a God desire for everything. God knows, but um, again, we were, for us was probably ideal to be on the top and be sunny and nice, and but probably being that we cannot even go there because it's a huge if it was a nice day, probably the half of the population of Rio was jumping on the those cable cars and go there. So you have to be prepared for a few hours before to go. But for us, was just like that: jump in a taxi and go there and find the tickets. So no one for the first leg, and after that, yes, was crowded. I don't know all these people come in the second leg. They were waiting for us. I don't know. And the rain start first small short, not very heavy, but after that, when we left completely outside, was pouring.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we've done after that?
Um, I think we just drive by Uber to the yogis. I think we because it was the last stop in Rio, and then we after our visit we went to the yogis, to a local yogis, where we had some dinner and waiting for the bus driver. I think that was the day. Hmm?
Yes, we have to mention that, and it's a good moment to thanks to Teresa Chavez, who hosted us for half a afternoon, evening, and feed us all. We have to thank her again for the hospitality. So from that, everybody come from different places of Rio. Everybody will go, and we gathered to her apartment. She let us stay in a nice terrace, and also she feed us. Was again, we have to thank her. From there, this is was. Close to the end of the tour, because after that we traveled to Brasilia. Took us 2 nights and one day. We go to Belo Horizonte first, travel for one night, stay to Belo Horizonte one day, and after that, the second night, drive to Brasilia for 12 hours. Was close to the end of the tour. So I like this picture. So you, because show us the Swayambhu, but also show us going there, because obviously we take the picture. So if you have something else to add, Mika.
No, not really. I think everything was I'm just felt for was I have just told you, and I'm also only I want to say thank you for the yogis which are hosted us after this tour. It was also quite nice, and to be with all yogis together in this apartment. It was very lovely to have meditation and to have dinner, and yeah. So thank you, and yes, I think everything I told you for about to stay. Yeah. Hmm?
It's funny because we find a bit later about people who are hosting us and who are they. For example, in um, uh, in Brasilia at the memorial, the lady who told us the story of the memorial was mother of Kalyani.
Mhm.
Kalyani was one of the Yuva who organized the tour along with Vini and Alini and all other young people. But we didn't know by that time, or I know about a little bit later. Like in Brasilia as well, we stayed to Leandro and Ludmila, who were the parents of Alini and Alice and Ravi, which were in the tour. I didn't know all the family there. You can imagine, and all of them not only working for Sahaja Yoga but doing a lot of stuff. So basically, Leandro was the one of the first person I met in Florianopolis when we arrived. He took us from the airport to the house, Leandro, and after that we stay in his house in Brasilia. So it was fantastic how much these guys done for us, including feeding us and putting their houses to our disposition. So we want to thank them again and again now. And yeah, we have to acknowledge them. We feel like it's not enough only to mention them, but to thank them very much. So, Mika, if it's nothing else, I believe we done our job. So to remember those very uh, extraordinary, not ordinary hours, extraordinary time. So we thanks to Shri Mataji for allowed us to be there. Okay. If you want to add something else uh, to close it, we are. I believe we talk about everything we agree.
Yes, I'm only want to say after the Brazil to visit the memorial from of Brasilia, we are just of Shri Mataji in Brasilia. Sorry,
Yeah.
it was the last station where we are on the in the farm where the puja were take place, and it was also a quite beautiful place. It looks also like a paradise. So it was also nice to be there and to be with all the yogis there together and to have a good time after the tour. I think it was so amazing because it goes so fast. And we tuck tuck tuck. We visit this city, then we were there, and then oh okay, it's the end, and now there's the puja, and it was so yeah amazing to be on this at the end on this beautiful place with all together from the other tours also from north, from the central, and then we are all together to enjoy time together and to have the puja. It was a very nice time, and also the puja was quite. It was very beautiful and so lovely. Yeah, so it was a very lovely and yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just also want to say thank you. It was so, yeah, it's
What
was a good thing. Yeah.
What Mika telling us is the second part of our stay in Brazil. Most of the people come for the tour and for the seminar. But some of the people come only for the tour, very few, but some of the people come only for the seminar. So our stay in Brazil was two big, not equal, two big parts. The one was the tour, which was more than 3 weeks. 3 weeks and 3 days. So for more than 3 weeks, we've been around in about 8, 9 places and many programs, which are covered in this channel. You can look at them. The second part, which was a little bit shorter, less than a week, 5 days or so, was the seminar, which we are not talking today about that one, but the good news is it's a bit more cover on the channel with images from the puja, not too much because puja was transmitted live, but from the Havana as well, from the programs, artistical programs, but also a seminar by Eduardo Marino, and some interviews with people from I meet there. So that one will be the next installment. So thanks God I have a lot of material there. But for that day, I don't have any filming, and I want to share with you those pictures with someone who's been there. On that note, I want to thank you very much for your time, for the fact that you want to talk about these beautiful experiences. And maybe we will see each other in some other some other tour. Will be for the third time. So thank you very much, Mika, and Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you very much, Shri Mataji, and yeah.
Thank you to all the people who are watching us. If you have some comments or you believe we do some mistake, please don't hesitate to tell us to make the record straight. So on that note, I said goodbye to you and Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji.